Hell, I'll do it. But somebody better have a word of Star Command about the funny hat. I don't like the funny hat. And again, wait a minute. Oh! Wait a minute. Oh! As I'm talking to you folks, that's right. As you're all entering, well, the UK just entered the year 2019. And pretty soon, America will be too. But you gotta wonder, will we learn anything from the previous year? That's the big question. Yes, news from in and around the universe. I figured I'd throw you out a quick video tonight because there's a bunch of stuff that came out, of course, regarding resolution, which is on tomorrow. Now, for the most part, I've just been on holiday this past week. I've been sitting back, relaxing. Unfortunately, I rediscovered XCOM. Oh, God, I just rediscovered XCOM. That game's addicting. I can still play that game for days on end. But that's just me. Okay, I'm talking the original XCOM. Not that first-person shooter crap that came later. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get on to it. Let's hop on the freedom train. It's time to soar and fly away to a happy land where we'll... Oh, gosh. Oh, here we go. Jodie Whittaker reveals the best thing about being the Doctor, and it's too sweet for words. And the best thing is, I look at this is the lady they've all been slamming. And it just, to give you a hint. Now, earlier today, I was watching this video, and it literally just popped up my recommended, and I click on it, and there's this guy sitting there in a wife beater in an apartment that looks like, out of a classic old ghetto story sitcom, going on about how he claimed to have seen resolution, and it was this. I don't intend to review this video because I'm not going to review resolution. And then 2 seconds later, he's bad-mouthing it like crazy. Meanwhile, another video pops up. I click on it, and this guy simply came on, honest direct, said, I don't like Jodie Whittaker's portrayal of the Doctor. And he gave his opinion. He stated it very intelligently. And I begin to whack, where are the rest of these guys like this? How come none of these other guys can do this? How come all they can do is go, Rotten Tomatoes said the season sucks? Oh, God. All right, but let's get back to this. All right, you might assume she's talking about the fame, the costume. She goes, it's difficult to answer, but then she goes on, as humans, we don't feel that life deals us that card. And I think being the Doctor makes you see life in an open-hearted and adventurous way, and it makes me want to share that outlook. You need to get rid of it. Let's see. To know that as a young Doctor Who fan, you could potentially carry that outlook on is very exciting. The Doctor needs to wipe out some planets. Oh, no, I'm talking subliminal again. Oh, no. Chris Chibnall needs to quit writing on half the episodes. Okay, Dr. Boss teases classic monsters returning a new storyline. And I'm loving how they released all this shit just the other day, when this was all stuff that they covered at the resolution screening. And for one, I'm loving how they're bitching about spoilers when we have all these quote-unquote VIPs who showed up. Meanwhile, the press shows up, and they're quiet till like yesterday or the day before. It's like, what was the whole point of it? You could have easily just skipped over that and kept everybody spoiler-free, but no! Yeah. Will the Chibs ever learn? Okay, so when you go down through here, he goes, I think some of the questions basically about Yaz are going to be answered in the forthcoming season. Then he goes on about, if you go through here, bam, bam, bam. And this one, they're hoping that Waycott will be back in very early 2020. He also brings up the issue of Classic Monsters, saying he may actually go ahead and do so in Series 12. And a lot of people have been going, the Chibs, they said it can't be a Dalek because there's no Classic Monsters in Series 11. Yeah. Okay, just like the Master wasn't going to reappear in Series 8. All right, Doctor Who, Jodie Whittaker says she's proved to anyone a boy or girl can play the Doctor. I'll let you guys argue over that one. Okay. RadioTimes.com Reader Awards. And if you take a look here, yeah, Mandip Gill won Breakout Talent Winner. Doctor Who should reflect the world that we live in with its story, says Chibnall, and quit writing half the episodes. And oh my God, I'm freaking, man. Oh, I'm talking subliminal again. You need to get out there and whack some planets, Jodie. Oh, yeah. See, okay, I'm back. All right, there we go. Of course, resolution will air on 7 p.m. on New Year's Day. And basically, yeah, it is important that you do this in sci-fi episodes. It's not like you have to be in every one of them. But I'm noticing how people were nitpicking about this, saying Doctor has become too PC and has become the agenda of the social justice warrior. Please get off this shit. It sounds like, I mean, to me, you're trying to promote a shitty 80s wrestler for the old WWF. The social justice warrior comes in for a body slam. Oh, really? I already got some pics from Resolution, some more pics from Resolution, mixed in with the ones you just saw. Some really nifty stuff there if you want to go take a look. Also, here's a short video detail of the cast chatting about basically what's going on in Resolution. There's no spoilers, though. Okay, Jodie Whittaker reveals a huge Time Lord mistake, and what she's talking about is when people address her as, or in her character as Doctor Who. Yeah, it's always been the Doctor, pretty much. And even though they did play around with that, and that they used to list the character as Doctor Who in the titles, the end titles for a long time, it's always been the Doctor, pretty much. So I can see where it's going. I prefer they refer to the character as the Doctor as well. Science of the Time Lord exhibition will be back, of course, this year, coming year, 26th, 27th of January, 2019. And if you flip through here, it's got to, you know, see, so far it looks like it's going to be Doctors on Saturday, Companions on Sunday. Because you got Sylvester McCoy, Paul McGann, Colin Baker, Peter Davison, all appearing Saturday only. And then Sunday only, you got Janet Fielding, Sarah Sutton. Look, there's Yaz's mom, Najee. Okay, Louise Jameson and Katie Manning appearing on Sunday. So weird stuff. Sadly, of course, we lost Dame June Whitfield. You remember her as Minnie, the Menace, from all the way back in, it was the end of Tennant's run there. Remember, she was the one that grabbed Tennant's ass when they snapped the photo. But also, a lot of people knew her from a lot of great roles over the years. She was also a Dame. And, no, I mean a Dame as in, she had the title Dame. She was appointed a Dame in 2017 for the Queen's birthday honor. So, sadly, yes, June Whitfield has left us, very popular British actress. But also, she wasn't the only one who left us this year, as Toby Haddock reminds us in his annual look back at all the people who we've lost over the year. And he does this every year, of course. And so if you want, it's all linked here. Here you go. Okay, so the weirdness part is, I'm loving how everybody's still Walter running going, the Rotten Tomatoes poll says all the fans hated it. Really? It's funny because when you're waving Rotten Tomatoes, you know, they're not even talking about the critics' choice. They're talking about the voters' thing. And the thing is, when you've got guys out there who are getting 10, 20,000 hits a video, all they got to do is say, well, this poll is saying this. And everyone's going to go jump on the bandwagon and say, oh, look, see, we finally got some kind of numeric proof that Series 11 tanked. Meanwhile, your average ratings was damn near 8 million viewers, which beats the shit out of the last 3 years, except for, of course, Dr. Mysterio, which was the only thing that aired in 2016. But the thing I want y'all to think about is this. Doctor Who, sooner or later, this new incarnation, will be canceled. It's just a matter of time. It's sooner or later, it will run its course. It will die out. BBC will get tired of it. They'll milk the cash cow dry until it's only running powder. And they're going to say that's it. Now, if it happens to be sooner rather than later, maybe we should make a compilation video of all the guys who are sitting there going, this absolutely sucks, it's shit, I hate this, I hate that. And that way, when it does get canceled, we can sit back and go, were you proud of what you've done? You finally got your way. Doctor Who changed. Sure, it's canceled, but there were a few of those guys saying they'd rather see it canceled than go on with a female lead. And when it does get canceled, I just want them to wonder this. Was it worth it? Good night. Happy New Year, everybody.